Thank you all very much to our panelists here. What I want to do is jump to a few questions that we've received during the presentation. The first one I think is for me in my area regarding admissions, and then I've got a few questions for you folks here on the panel. These two questions I think are kind of intermixed. Basically, the audience members wondering to what extent is their military experience weighted at the admissions decision stage. And what I can say is here at the College of Law, our admissions team takes the whole applicant approach when we evaluate and assess an admissions profile for a student. It's not just a numbers game for us. We're not just looking at your LSAT score or your undergraduate GPA. We're looking at you as the person. We rely heavily on your personal statement to provide us with as much information about you and your personal and professional goals when it comes to law school. Certainly at that time is when we would like to read about and see what it is in your military background that you think has prepared you for your time here at the College of Law. One of the things we like to do as admissions professionals is try to predict how well you will do and how well of a fit you are for Syracuse Law. And the more information you can give us about your military background and your service, the better. What we have found is that our military students, our current JD students, turn out to be very good students. So it's a comfortable level of risk when we evaluate your application and make a determination as to admission for those students. Keep that in mind as well. Also, it looks like there's an admissions question related to applying into the National Security and Counterterrorism Program, and I just want to clarify for students, that is, the INSCIT program is housed within the law school. It's not a separate academic program from the JD program. When you're offered admission into the College of Law, you're also offered admission to all of our academic programs. Those include the INSCIT program. So what will happen, and we can talk more about this individually if there are particular questions, once you arrive on campus as a JD student and in our first year class, you will have a set of required courses through your first year here as a first year law student. Your second and third year is when you're able to select your elective courses. And you may do that, you may begin studying the INSCIT courses and that curriculum in your second and third years, and that's completely up to you. What we would advise you to do is meet with the INSCIT faculty, talk to them about your goals with the INSCIT certificates and the opportunities that are available, talk to our current students once you get here, but it's not a separate admission or a separate kind of application procedure to begin studying within INSCIT's academic programs.
If I could just touch on one thing you were talking about, Andrew, that whole applicant approach. The challenge for a lot of you veterans out there will be, how do I distinguish myself? How do I highlight what I did in my military career in my application? And you're going to do that through your personal statement. The letters of recommendation may touch on that a little bit, and maybe Andrew can touch on this after I say this, but you guys, in coming from the military, or women, or your family members, what you want to highlight, or what you are struggling to translate in the application process, is your work ethic, your ability, complex problem solving, oral presentation skills, negotiation, mediation skills. A lot of you are going to come out of the service with those kind of skills, and you need to find ways to capture those skills in your application process and get those in to help you, because you have a wealth of experience that the average applicant coming straight out of undergraduate school is not going to have coming in here. But a lot of applications are going to say, I was the treasurer for my fraternity and stuff. You guys, if you were deployed in Iraq, Afghanistan, whatever, a wealth of experience. Find a way to capture that experience in your personal statement and get that to this law school to distinguish yourself above the rest. And if there's some other traits in there I didn't get, Andrew, feel free to point those out.
That's great advice, Dave, and I would just add to that, come visit us too. Come talk to us. We'd love to talk to you about your experience and your interest in law school. So I think that's just a great piece of advice from you. Thank you.